Good evening everyone, good evening guys, myself Ankit Sharma and I welcome all of you in BYJU'S Exam Prep. So guys, as promised, today again I'm over here basically under the series of Mastering GATE for 2023, basically with the subject of surveying. We are ready over here and I have tried to bring a very demanding topic, hot topic among you guys, and that is basically relief displacement. Basically, this is the topic which is being asked in exams nowadays again and again, and guys, basically students have conceptual, they don't have conceptual clarity over here. So that's why I have chosen this topic for all of you. So guys, are you excited to read this? Are you excited to study this? Right guys, so let's start the session. Shall we start the session, everyone? Shall we start the session, everyone? Is audio video clear? Quickly let me know in the comment box. Is audio video clear? So that we can start as soon as possible. Everyone, please do let me know. Okay, Pradyumna ji. Thank you. So guys, let's start the session. The concept of relief displacement, right? The concept of relief displacement, let's start it. Thank you, Aspirants ji. Thank you. So basically it's a very beautiful concept, very easy concept. I'll try to put it in as easy terms as possible, right? Yes, Aspirant ji, that doesn't matter. Now guys, basically this is myself. I'm Ankit Sharma, an ex-IAS officer having teaching experience more than 12 years in the field of GATE, ESC and PSU. And guys, basically every year my students are making me feel proud by achieving top 10 rank in every exam. This year in the GATE result also the top 10 students were basically my students, right guys? Yes, Abhishek ji, no, numerical will not be today. Basically that will be in the next session, and that I am planning to have on tomorrow, most probably on tomorrow or definitely on Tuesday. So right, Abhishek ji. So guys, this is the series, the complete plan. Basically we give the complete subject analysis for each and every subject, conceptual clarity, practice problem, right, and live Menti quizzes. Live Menti quizzes also will be there. Clear everyone? So basically guys, please don't forget to like the session and please to subscribe our channel. Please don't forget, right? Yes, definitely, Aspirant ji, definitely. Arjun, Shashwat and many more there are in the list, right? So guys, basically mastering concept for GATE 2023, basically we are not doing only for civil engineering, we are doing for each and every branch, that is mechanical, civil, computer science, EC, electrical, nearly all the branches, right guys? So these are the timings, just for your information. These are the timings, right? These are the timings, 8 p.m. every session for every branch is going on. So guys, now before starting with relief displacement, I would like to start with the concept of scale. Now we know that the fundamental concept of the scale is this, that length of a line on plan or map divided by length of same line on the ground. Length of a line on plan or map divided by length of same line on the ground, right? This is the concept of the fundamental concept of scale. Everybody agrees to this? Now in case of photograph, the concept will remain same, only there is a slight difference among the words. So in case of photographs we don't have map. So rather, can I tell that in case of photograph, my definition of scale would be photo distance divided by ground distance, right? Moreover, you can relate the concept, both of them are same. Photo distance divided by the ground distance, right? So this will be the definition of scale for us. Clear everyone? Is this point clear? Now let us check the types of scale and how do we use them. First of all, let us check the types of scale and how do we use them. Now, in this case, my terrain is nearly flat. If you can see in the figure, this is my terrain which is on the flatter side, right guys? So this is my ground surface. Now below ground surface, we are having datum because in surveying, whenever we have to measure the elevations, we require a frame of reference with respect to which we can measure the elevations of the ground points. So for that we have the datum. Now guys, over here there is optical center of my lens of camera, right? So this point basically is called as exposure station, and it is written by letter O. Now over here I am having the photograph, right? This is my photograph, and this distance is my focal length of the camera lens. This is my focal length of the camera lens, which is written by letter F. Clear guys? Now this is my optical axis of the camera. And these are the line of sights, right? Rather, I should draw it like this. Basically the ground points are getting focused on the camera. So we have the photograph. Now the ground distance is A, B. These are my points A and B. Similarly, the corresponding points on the photographs are A and B, right over here. So can I tell it over here that scale will be my photo distance, that is small ab, and ground distance, that is capital AB. Basically in terms of photogrammetry, whenever we write photo distance, my photo distance will be what? Will be written by small letters, and my ground distance will be written by capital letters. That's why I have written small ab by capital AB. Means capital AB is the ground distance, and the corresponding distance on the photograph is my what? Small ab, right? It is my small ab. Clear? Agreed? Now basically, now how do I write scale over here? So can you see something over here? We have two similar triangles. Basically triangle OAB and triangle O, right? Let me use the symbol triangle over here. Triangle O, capital A and B. So these are what? Similar triangles. Yes or no guys? Everyone agrees with this? Both of them are what? Similar triangle. So now basically with the help of similar triangle, can I write basically my scale will be equal to small ab by capital AB, and this ratio will be equal to F by H dash, right? Please don't worry about the H dash. You might not have read H dash over here, but just for the fundamental aspect, I am showing the H dash because this height is my H dash. That is the elevation of exposure station above ground, which in terms of photogrammetry is called as altitude of exposure station, right? But we don't use this in normal circumstances. How do we use this? Can I write this H dash should be equal to capital H minus small h, where capital H is this height, that is elevation of exposure station above datum. Clear? Kamleji, we have already taken post gate guidance, right? If you have, you can see my video over there. Myself and Rohan sir has already taken it on the very same channel. You can observe that. If you still have any doubt or you require any more guidance, then you can contact me personally on Telegram. My Telegram channel link is Civil by Ankit sir. So right, Kamleji. So I do believe that basically we are always striving for your success, so don't worry about it. You can contact us personally. Please watch that session once, right? And after that, if you face any difficulty, we are always there for you. And basically I do try to reply each and every student's comment on the Telegram. It may take 1 or 2 days at least, but I do definitely try to reply. Clear? Yes, he has also taken. Yes, sure. So this is my, right, this is my basically flying height of the aircraft. Capital H is called as flying height of the aircraft, whereas small h is my elevation of ground point above the datum. Elevation of ground point above the datum, right? So basically in this case, since my ground is flat, terrain is flat, so the elevation of ground points above the datum will be more over of same height. So we are taking that value as h. So can I write it over here, f upon capital H minus small h. So better remember this. So expression that you have to remember, that is f upon capital H minus small h. Is this clear to everyone? Did you understood this? Did you understood this? Everyone, please do let me know. Then I will try to comment more on this. I will try to comment more on this. Did you get this? Quickly let me know in the comment box. Everyone. Everyone, quickly let me know in the comment box. So guys, since we have understood the expression of scale over here, right? Now, since focal length of the camera objective, right, the camera lens would be constant, but what could be changing over here? What could be changing over here? Can I tell that basically the capital H, that is flying height, can vary area to area? Right, sometimes my aeroplane might be flying at an elevation of 4 km, sometimes 5 km, sometimes 6 km, right? So basically if flying height changes, then my scale would change of the photograph. Secondly, if the elevation of the ground points from the datum, that is small h, changes, if the value of small h changes, then also basically aspirant G, small h is nothing but the elevation of ground points above datum. Elevation of the ground points above datum. So if my elevation of ground points above datum changes, then also the value of scale over the photograph will change. Yes or no? Everyone, are you appreciating this fact? Do you agree by this fact? Yes or no, guys? We have to understand this. Fundamentally, if you understand this, then the understanding of relief displacement will be very, very easy. Trust me. Do you believe this? This is right? Agreed? Fine. Thereafter, if my ground is undulating, right? If my ground is undulating like this, if the scenario is like this, this is my ground having variable elevation of ground points. So in one case it is H1, in another case it is H2. So scale of this photograph will be changing from point to point, right? Will be changing from point to point. Like basically if I write scale in this portion, scale will be f upon capital H minus H1, and on the other portion, that is on the right hand side, scale would be f upon capital H minus H2. Right, for this region it will be H2. Now in this case the flying height is same, f is constant, right? Because for the area, aeroplane will be flying horizontally, never ever aeroplane will be flying like this, upward or downward, right? So this is the case. So in such a case what do we do? In such a case what do we do? Abdul ji is telling H average lenge. Yes, Abdul ji, basically in such a case, now it will be very tough for us to do the measurements on the photograph with a variable scale, right? To overcome this difficulty, what do we do? Instead of basically taking different scale over different points, we go for H average height of this area. We take out that average height of the area, and then my scale would be equal to, or I would be using the word as average scale, right? So S average, that will be equal to f upon capital H minus H average. So this H average represents my average elevation of this entire area. This H average represents my average elevation of this entire area, and capital H still it represents my basically what? The flying height of exposure station, or basically the aeroplane, right? And F again is over here basically focal length of the camera lens. Is this clear? Anybody having any doubt with this? Anybody having any doubt with this? Then I will move to the topic of relief displacement. Anybody having any doubt with this? Clear? Cool, good. Now let us move to the topic of relief displacement, which each of you is desperately waiting for it, right? So guys, basically first try to understand. I'll read out whatever is written over here later I will read out it. Now relief displacement, the word relief displacement is made up of two words. One is relief and second word is my displacement. What do I mean by the collective word relief displacement? Basically, relief means undulation in the ground. Undulation in the ground. So whenever there are undulations in the ground, my small h would be changing. If my small h is changing, then basically my photograph would be having a variable scale. And when photograph is having a variable scale, then basically the points on the photograph will be shifting their position. From the original position, they will be shifting to the new position. And this movement of point from original position to the new position is called as displacement. And why this displacement of points is occurring on the photograph? That is simply due to the change in elevation of the ground points. That is simply due to the change in elevation of the ground points. So if ground is undulating, then definitely on my photographs in realistic situation, my points will shift their position. My points will shift their position, and that is the meaning of relief displacement. Right, and that is the meaning of relief displacement. Aspirant ji, we can know the elevation of ground points by many ways. We can know the elevation of ground points by many ways. We can know then with the help of our photogrammetry also. That is basically stereoscopic vision also, right? But right now I'm not getting into those points, right? Otherwise we can also know the elevation of those points by doing the leveling, right? These are the points. Now let me read all these points later so that you appreciate these points in much better way, right? First of all, let me tell you something, right? Let me derive the expression for it. Clear? So guys, so basically what I'm trying to do, let us see. Everyone please give me your full attention, full focus. You are going to basically love this concept. You are going to love this concept, right guys? So basically what I could have brought basically a diagram for this. I also had that, but I thought I shall not bring it. I shall draw it slowly so that everybody understands it clearly. Now let us say this is my datum, right? This is my datum. After that, let us say this is my ground. Clear? This is my datum. Over the datum I have a ground. Clear everyone? Now over here, let us say I am having some chimney or tower or some building, right? Let us say this is my some chimney existing on the ground. Further, let us assume that the elevation of the base of the chimney from the datum is h1. Let us assume that the elevation of the base of the chimney from the datum is h1. And further, let us assume that basically the height of chimney is h2. Clear? The height of chimney is h2. Now further, let us say that there is some point over here, right, from where we are trying to take the photograph of this place, right? There is some point over here, from that we are trying to take the photograph of this place. So this is my optical axis of camera. Optical axis of my camera, and this is my exposure station O. This is my exposure station O. Everybody understood up to this point? Now, thereafter, basically when I'm trying to take the photograph of this area from this place, what is happening? What is happening? Can I tell that basically the image of the top of this particular chimney would be along this line? Further, the image of the bottom of the chimney would be along this line. Everybody agrees to this? Yes or no? Please do let me know in the comment box. Like, my image of the top of chimney would be along this line and the image of the bottom of chimney would be along this line. Clear, everyone? Let me mark these points as A and B so that you better appreciate them when I draw them on the photograph. Let us say this point is A and this point is B. Clear? A and B. Now, further, let us try to understand that we have photograph available over here. And this is my focal length F of the photograph. So, can I tell that basically this point image will be B and this point image will be A over the photograph? Yes or no? Everybody, just let me know, guys, in the comment box. Yes or no? Only Aspirant G has given the answer. What about rest? What about rest, guys? Guys, do subscribe to our channel, because by subscribing to our channel, you will get the opportunity to connect with us in the live chat section. And by that, basically, you will be getting the notification of such beautiful sessions in the future, so you will not miss any particular session. So, this is the case right now. What would have been the case if I would have taken the photograph of this area? Or let me put it this way, if I would have drawn a plan or map of this area, right? When I would have drawn the plan or map of this area, then in that case, my tower, building, chimney, all these things will look like what? A point, a dot on that plan or map. So in that case, in the case of plan or map, my image of A and B would be coinciding with each other. My image of A and B would be coinciding with each other. Clear? I want to join you offline coaching. Abdulji, I don't have offline coaching. I'm teaching online, and that's the best thing right now. So why you are going towards offline? You can be at your home. You can study at your pace, at your convenience time, right, Abdulji? So basically, this is the case. So the image in case of map or plan, the image of A and B would be coinciding with each other. But point is this, since we are taking the photograph, this chimney, tower or building would be looking like a line on the photograph, right? So the image of A and B will not be coinciding with each other, right? They will be looking like a basically line over the photograph. So this basically line they are looking like over the photograph. So guys, basically the image of point A is being shifted with respect to B. This shifting of image over the photograph is called as relief displacement. Understood what is relief displacement? Yes or no? Did you understood what is relief displacement? Everyone? Right? And guys, if you try to understand fundamentally why this relief displacement is occurring, if I show you that, then can I write basically this scale for point B will be equal to F capital H minus H1, right? And scale at point A will be equal to F upon capital H minus H1 plus H2. Right, H1 plus H2. What are you not understanding, aspirant G? It is very, very clear that basically if I would have drawn plan or map of this area, then this tower or chimney must have being represented or must be represented on that plan or map as a point, right? So that point will resemble tower or a chimney at that place. We just write it on the map. So in that case, the image of A and B would be coinciding with each other because it's a point. But since it is a photograph, on photograph this tower or chimney may look like as a line, right? So basically the top image and the bottom image are not coinciding with each other since they are looking like a line. So basically there is a shift in position of top image with respect to the bottom image, and that shifting of image is called as relief displacement. Right, that shifting of image is called as relief displacement. Clear everyone? And why this relief displacement is taking place? This relief displacement is taking place only and only due to change in scale at point A and B. Only and only due to change in scale at point A and B. Agreed? Clear? Is this clear now? So that is my relief displacement. So guys, with the help of similar triangle, we can solve the relief displacement. Now, relief displacement is shown by letter D, right? And that letter D is nothing but basically showing the image of A and B, and that we write as R1 minus or R minus R0. Let me use the standard terminology, R minus R0. Now what is R and what is R0? Let me show it. What is R and what is R0? Now if I draw the photograph of this on this, right? I'm not going for the next slide. I'm rather showing it over here only. If I draw the plan of the photograph, good aspirant. If I draw the plan of the photograph, then this tower or chimney could be anywhere on this plan or the photograph. Let us say this tower or chimney is coming in this quadrant, right? So this is my point B and this is my point A, right? And this distance is my small d, right? This distance is my small d. Now where the optical axis of the camera is intersecting with the photograph, that is called as principal point, right? That is called as principal point or nadir point because it's a vertical photograph. So we'll have principal and nadir point same over here. So this will become my small p. Now this distance on the plan of photograph is R0 and this distance on the plan of photograph is R, right? So can I write that relief displacement D will be equal to R minus R0, which will be nothing but my AB, Everyone agrees to this? It will be nothing but simply AB to all of us. Clear? Now with the help of similar triangle, we can derive the formula that basically D will be equal to relief displacement D will be equal to RH2 upon H minus H1. With the help of similar triangle, we can derive this formula, right? We know not to go into the derivation because derivation is never ever asked in the examination. So over here, what is D? D is the relief displacement or the length of tower or chimney on the photograph. Clear? Where R is the basically the distance of top of image from the principal point. We can see over here, right? Over here you can see R is the distance of basically the top of image from the principal point. H2, that is my height of chimney, tower or chimney. Now h is my flying height of the aircraft and h1 is the elevation of base of chimney from the datum, right, from the datum. Now in this case guys, I can measure the value of d from the photograph. I can measure the value of d from the photograph. I can also measure the value of r from the photograph. You can see from over here. I can measure the value of d, what is the length of tower or chimney on the photograph. I can measure the value of r over the photograph. Secondly, basically I would be knowing the flying height of the aircraft and basically the area. If I know h1, then I can determine the height of building, tower or chimney from the photograph itself. This is the benefit of relief displacement. Everybody understood? Anybody having any doubt with this? Everybody understood? Anybody having any doubt with this? Guys, if you are liking the content provided to you, please do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Right, after this the next subject will be strength of material. Clear everyone? Now let us move to the previous slides, right, which I have told you that I will explain you. Now relief displacement is lateral shift in photographic position of the image due to relief. You agree by this, right? Due to the undulation there is a lateral shift in the photographic position. Relief is the elevation of the object above or below datum. That is simply the elevation of object, and we know that elevation of the object can be above datum or it can be below datum. Now if the object is above datum, relief displacement will be radially outward. You can see from the figure the chimney is above datum. So the image of top of this tower is moving outside with respect to the base of the tower. That we tell that basically it is radially outward. Now if the object is below datum, then we tell that relief displacement will be radially inward. It is just converse of it, opposite of it. Clear? Secondly, we know that we have written that formula, relief displacement d is equal to r h2 upon h minus h1. Now what was h1 guys? We remember that h1 was the elevation of the base of the chimney from the datum, right? h1 was the elevation of the base of the chimney from the datum. Now if the chimney is present at sea level, and sea level is considered as one of the datum. Now if the chimney is at datum, then what will be the value of h1? In that case, can I tell that h1 will be equal to 0? And if h1 becomes 0, my relief displacement will be equal to r h2 upon capital H, and this is only in the condition when? This is only in the condition when the tower or chimney is present at datum, right? Otherwise, this is my general formula. You don't have to remember this formula separately. You don't have to remember this formula separately, as we have done the basically understanding portion of it. So you simply understand that if the chimney comes at datum, basically the value of h1 would be 0. Clear? Further, now relief displacement are very useful for determination of heights of objects which appear on aerial photograph like tower, chimney, etc. That I have already told you how we can determine it. Secondly, relief displacement increases with the increase in elevation of the object from the datum. We have written that, let me write the formula again to understand these fundamental lines. We have written relief displacement d is equal to r h2 upon h minus h1. So now in this point, relief displacement increases with the increase in elevation of the object from the datum. So if my h1 increases, my relief displacement will increase definitely, because my numerator will decrease and my d will increase. So guys, if my h1 increases, my relief displacement d will increase. Secondly, if the flying height increases, that is h, right? If h increases, then you can see from the formula that if h increases, my relief displacement will decrease. Yes or no, my relief displacement will decrease. Secondly, relief displacement is 0 at the principal point. Means if R tends to 0, means chimney is just below the optical axis of the camera, right? It means that with the help of camera, I am taking the photograph of this pen like this, right? So if I take the photograph of this pen like this, it will look like a point, right? It will look like a point. So relief displacement is 0 at the principal point and it increases towards the edges. Why? Because towards the edges the value of R will increase. Towards the edges the value of R will increase, and if the value of R increases, then basically what happens? My relief displacement increases. That's all guys from my side in today's session. Anybody having any doubt with this, please do let me know. Guys, if you have liked the content quality, please do hit the like button and please do subscribe to our channel. Basically, there are many more sessions going to come under this series for all of you. And guys, basically, soon I'll be announcing when we have this question practice for this particular photogrammetry. Next class will be for the question practice of photogrammetry. So everyone, is there any doubt in your mind? Please do ask that doubt. I'm waiting for the doubt. Otherwise, let's end it over here. So I do believe that there is no doubt from your side guys, as nothing is appearing in the comment box. So everybody has understood. So thanks a lot for watching the session guys, and basically we, the BYJU'S Exam Prep, is striving for your success. And if you have any problem, then please do comment in the comment box, and you can join me in my Telegram channel Civil by Ankit sir, and definitely I'll love to help you. Thanks a lot everyone. Good night to all of you. Please do take good care of yourself. Jai Hind.